global platform now that Caitlin will have coming into the professional ranks. So it's really a great time to be in basketball.
Caitlin Clark is clearly a catalyst for a business that was, and let's be honest, Caitlin to some degree financially saved the WNBA. It was hemorrhaging money for years.
To build, you have to scale, and ultimately expansion had always been on my list. But we didn't want to rush into it because we wanted new owners, like new ownership groups. Anyone who knows sports here knows, like, it's a slog to be a sports.
How would you stop Caitlin Clark, your most valuable asset, from joining a competitor? Only a few hours ago, the world was given an answer to this question by the WNBA. Caitlin Clark has become a global sensation, a name associated with basketball brilliance.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hey, what's up, Caitlin? Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Known for her remarkable range and fierce rivalry, following his selection by the WNBA, Clark was expected to take the league to new heights.
The Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
However, new rumors suggest that Clark would want to leave the WNBA and travel to Europe in order to go after the lucrative contracts that lie ahead of her. Nevertheless, the WNBA is now prepared to provide an extraordinary offer of an ownership interest. It was anticipated that Caitlin Clark's entry into the WNBA would revolutionize the Indiana Fever, who desired that she remain on American soil.
Actually looked up how much the tickets were going for. I kind of cut that price in half.
After an amazing collegiate career in which she smashed records, the WNBA regarded Clark as their golden ticket, set attendance records, and drew millions of spectators. Her capacity to draw superfan audiences, increase TV viewership, and boost attendance to levels the league has never seen before, making her the most eagerly awaited rookie in the history of the WNBA. The Indiana Fever, who struggled with performance and attendance, noticed a sharp decline in their numbers following the selection of Clark.
The Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history. Clarkonomics, my friend!
Many believed she could transform the franchise entirely on her own, which is why she was able to draw. When she was in college, fans weren't just speculation. Years in the league's inaugural season. Some of the most watched women's basketball games are a result of Clark's games becoming must-watch events. History and a nearly fourfold rise in Indiana Fever attendance. This enabled the WNBA to have won, TV ratings-wise, one of its best seasons.
Getting more and more people, and it's getting bigger, it's getting louder, and it's a very fun environment to be in.
Caitlin Clark was more than just a player for the WNBA. She was a beacon of hope for the future.
Caitlin Clark is clearly a catalyst for a business that was, and let's be honest, Caitlin to some degree financially saved the WNBA. It was hemorrhaging.
However, it was much more exciting than her WNBA debut.
The records keep coming!
With alluring offers, European teams are also seeking financial security, according to Caitlin Clark. Athletes like Diana Taurasi and Breanna Stewart have openly discussed how playing in Europe provided. Europe is a big draw for elite WNBA players since it offers them greater money and competitive possibilities. Financial stability.
Like there's that 4-year period where you need to grow as a person,
but then the NIL comes into play.
We keep
walking right back into that.
When Clark identified these opportunities, the WNBA was unable to match them. She began to consider mailing her abilities over the Atlantic due to the significant disparity in price. Players can raise their earnings potential by agreeing to contracts with European teams that are larger than what the WNBA presently offers.
$500,000, $1 million off your NIL? Are you staying?
Regarding Caitlin Clark, Europe provides her with the opportunity to protect her financial future as well as, but also the chance to contribute globally and make a decent living with some elite European. Given the true ownership stake and the possible loss of Caitlin, clubs seem to be offering millions. Clark had to decide whether to relocate to Europe or play in the WNBA at home for less money and boost her income. The WNBA gave Clark a share in an unprecedented move for women's sports. Within the Indiana Fever, this bold action acknowledged Clark's importance to the league's ownership in the future. Usually, stakes are only held for seasoned sportsmen who are nearing the conclusion of their careers or because individuals involved in significant commercial ventures. For instance, Michael Jordan's Charlotte Hornets ownership provides a player and ownership share at such a young age, which is unheard of but demonstrates how highly the WNBA regards Clark and acknowledges her potential to have an impact on women's basketball in the future. The league and the Fever's ownership group saw Clark as a long-term investment if she remains. In addition to playing for the Fever, she will be involved in the team's financial decisions, the long-term plan of sports teams. Significant growth during the past 5 years, driven by a rise in media rights agreements, an increase in WNBA sponsorships, global fan interaction, and the overall rise in popularity of athletics.
WNBA has seen record-breaking numbers this season in viewership, ticket sales, merch sales, and just overall growth of.
This increase is most apparent in leagues like the NBA, NFL, and European football, but other leagues like the WNBA, MLB, and NHL franchise prices have risen dramatically over the last 5 years, whereas NFL team values have grew by around 40%. Following this season's results, the WNBA is quickly emerging as the league with the largest runway to. The Indiana Fever's valuation has risen to nearly $90 million just this year. This is a growth of almost 40%. Year alone, mostly as a result of CC's entry and the new media agreement. MLB has expanded by over 42%, whereas the NHL has expanded by more, less than 50%.
Draft day viewership, which is up 400% to 40%. Between ticket sales, which is up 93% to 16%. Between regular game viewership, which is up 180% to 20%. What Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially.
It's likely only the beginning. Clark will be able to accumulate long-term riches thanks to her ownership stake. That put her in a position to become the first female billionaire basketball player. She would become a member of Impact Elite. It is unique to Serena Williams, the only female athlete to achieve the greatest of all time in their sport, can accumulate a net worth of hundreds of millions of dollars. During her time at college, beyond basketball, Clark has always had other interests. She discussed making an impact and growing the sport away from the court.
Nitpicking every single thing I do, and I know I want to, help this franchise get even better, help my teammates get even better, be better for my teammates, and I know there's a lot of room for me to continue.
I wish the WNBA stakes could be bigger, since no one gives me that in the Vice game. This ownership stake enables her to. The chance to genuinely impact team management, and has the capacity to impact not only the Fever, but the WNBA as a whole. They believe Clark is a game changer who can take the league to new heights. Level at the moment. The WNBA would have lost out if she had left for Europe, which would be more than just a setback to the Fever, on an opportunity to grow its fan base.
Not following after Caitlin Clark's been eliminated, and they're not into the league because they're conditioned by the league. And
get more lucrative sponsorships and broaden its reach internationally in a league where TV viewership has been feeble. Clark's presence might boost viewership in ways the WNBA has never seen before. Of these significant participants, Clark's long-term arrival would solidify the league's growth.
Clark's final WNBA playoff game, 2.5 million viewers.
Appreciate you. And I think that what she has done for women's basketball, especially in this country, has been phenomenal. There is no woman, no matter how great you were as a player, Cheryl Swoop.
Ownership in professional sports involves more than just financial gain. The IT also has to do with influence, power, and owners who are heritage players. Giving her an ownership stake is about more than simply keeping a competent member of the league. It's about ensuring the future of the WNBA for Ozza Wilson, who has dedicated herself to creating her reputation in the league, both personally and professionally. The notion of Caitlin Clark, a rookie, receiving such a substantial, the years of effort and commitment that seasoned players like her have put forth could be undermined by status symbols. Wilson and other WNBA veterans might see this agreement as an indication of shifting league dynamics, generating a lot of media attention and fanfare for younger stars like Clark. Michael Jordan-like stakes in. The Charlotte Hornets are regarded as more than just athletes. They are entrepreneurs who have the power to influence the franchises. may begin to receive preferential treatment in the future in terms of opportunities and endorsements, which could lead to split among the rooms.
Her playing basketball right now is a miracle. Some of the fans that were unhappy with her one play, a defensive play, called for that same tumor for her.
Clark's offer would establish a standard that players of future generations could look forward to, possibly making veterans feel. Veteran players feel their efforts are being overlooked, making them feel undervalued or left behind by the prospect of new stars. With this kind of arrangement, Clark would have a special place in the WNBA and receive long-term funding, security in addition to a say in the Fever's business operations. Observing a novice be given such chances potentially cause difficulty for someone like Wilson, who has worked hard for years to acquire respect and credit. It represents a shift in the league's values for its younger members, as well as a financial disparity. Competitive players in comparison to its more seasoned veterans.
Try and stay ahead of that, try and tamp it down or act as a league when two of your most visible players are involved, not personally, it would seem, but their fan bases are involved.
Ultimately, Caitlin Clark's growing notoriety and the NBA's efforts to retain its most marketable players are represented by the offer of a stake in the company. However, athletes like A.A. Wilson could be jealous and irritated by this action.
It's not just one person. That's jealousy.
I agree with that.
So stop it with all the, nobody's jealous of Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese just showed you on.
Because it draws attention to a change in the dynamics of the league where younger journalists, including seasoned champions, might not have the same chances as centric stars. This landmark deal will likely have an effect on the league and could cause disputes between the NBA's top players.
Sutton, we're pretty close. This has been as close as it's been all second quarter long, 44.
Now, Caitlin Clark is the center of attention. Will she accept the historic invitation to join the Indiana Fever from the WNBA as a co-owner? Or will she, like many others, travel to Europe to earn more money up front?
There are a lot of really good fans, whether they've been fans for 20 plus years or whether they're new fans in our league. I think continuing to uplift this league.
According to Clark, this choice has the potential to change the course of women's basketball since it involves more than only basketball. It has to do with the legacy she wants to leave. If Clark continues, she will become a pathfinder and the WNBA's first player owner. However, if she departs, it will increase doubts